I like about using GraceBlocks versus Teams and Smartsheets is that it is a one-stop shop. I can not only have data, but I add the documents that are associated with the data. And as you know, if you use those other platforms, it really doesn't work all that well.
Welcome to GraceBlocks Unlocked, where we'll delve into challenges and unlock solutions for our customers using GraceBlocks. In every episode, we'll bring you a unique story, that customer's challenges, and their path to finding a way. We're diving into the world of HR with Melissa Bianchi, VP of HR Operations at ICP Group. Based in Andover, Massachusetts, ICP Group manufactures adhesives and coatings that cover the floors we walk on every day. They have plants throughout the United States and Canada. And today we're going to hear about how they've transitioned off of various legacy systems and onto GraceBlocks, as well as how they're using GraceBlocks for open enrollment email communications. Let's take a look. ICP has been a customer of GraceBlocks for, I think, a little over a year now. I'm super excited to just check in and hear what you've been doing lately.
We have been using GraceBlocks for quite some time, and it's been amazing to use. It's such a great product, such ease of use, and it really has helped me and my team to stay completely organized and make sure that everyone has access to the same data at the same time.
What were you using before to keep track of stuff before you started using GraceBlocks?
We used a variety of different platforms. One was Teams, and then also Smartsheets. Those were the two largest platforms that we were using before GraceBlocks.
What was the driving force? I know we started just using it for salary analysis and being able to look up min-max, medians, ranges against job codes easily, but tell us why slowly but surely things started migrating over to GraceBlocks.
I wouldn't even say slowly but surely. I would say I found the product and said, oh my goodness, we've got to get everything in there. So the whole team went really on board. One of the nice things I like about using GraceBlocks versus Teams and Smartsheets is that it is a one-stop shop. I can not only have data, but I add the documents that are associated with the data. And as you know, if you use those other platforms, it really doesn't work all that well. I have found that if I am running an open enrollment for 2023, I have all of my data in one area, and I'm able to use that area to email or text employees from there. And then it's a tracking system so that everyone on my team knows what went out, who it went to, and what time of day it went. So it's very good.
Well, I would love to see some of that in action. You mentioned open enrollment is something that's happening right now. Can you walk us through what's going on there?
Yes, I can. Sure. I'll start with saying that the email template that we have set up is the way that we're able to keep track of what communications went to what employees. And it does come in handy because just earlier today, an employee said, we did not know about your webinars. And I was able to quickly pull up the information that was sent to that employee and all the documents that went and said, we actually did send it to you on this day. It's a good tracking system as well. So what you'll see here is we started with uploading our rosters, right? So each of our rosters from each of our component companies. And then we went in and said, okay, what do we want to tell them? What story do they need to see when we started our open enrollment? As you can see, I've got several different component companies, so it's easy to just copy and paste and then change whatever data I needed to because we have different open enrollments at different times. We then were also able to attach their benefit guides. We've attached their webinar schedules. We've attached a number of different items. And the other thing that I really like about GraceBlocks is once I've sent it, and I go into the employee's file, I can see that they received it, and then I can just resend it, which makes things very easy and very functional. Previously, we were doing things a little choppy and couldn't find emails, and we had some challenges with folks not getting benefits guides. And this year, everyone has received them and on time and in amazing manners. Yes. Very easy to go ahead and dump your data in. If you click here on your little magnifying glass, you then can go into the employee and you can see what the employee received. And this is what I used earlier today, show that employee that you did actually receive this, telling them what the documents are, and then you see all the attachments on the bottom as well. So it works out very well. when you're trying to send through an Outlook email, sometimes you can't send as many attachments because it'll say there's too much data going. Whereas here, I've never had mirror message and I've sent 6 documents, so it's pretty good.
Nice.
Yeah, really good. It's good for tracking.
That is great. So you've shown the templates, and then to activate email, it's done within the email field. Why don't we just show real quick how that's done? You just edit the properties on the email field. And under more field attributes, there's an option to toggle on email messages. And that is the magical setting that activates the ability to email. You can send people emails one at a time from the screen that Melissa just showed. You can also send them in bulk. My assumption is you're not sending them one at a time, but you're sending them in bulk. Is that right?
Yes, I'm not sending one at a time.
So why don't we show that real quick, just so people can see how you'd actually send to more people than one at a time. Yeah, so we just select there. And if you needed to filter the list to only send to certain ones, you would use the filters first and then choose the people you want to send, selecting your template. And then that is what populates through. You don't have like special fields or things that are pulling through, but you could. Yeah.
Yep.
Nice.
Here.
This is awesome.
Yeah.
You know, I really appreciate you giving people the tour today with what you're doing. So thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you for such a good product.
All right. Well, visit GraceBlocks.com if you're ready to start building stellar systems quickly yourself. I'm Mary Grace Hennessy, CEO of GraceBlocks. Thank you for joining today's episode of GraceBlocks Unlocked. See you next time.